Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bexar County Court at Law number 6 and the Bexar County Veterans Treatment Court plea and motion to revoke probation docket. Today is Monday, April 19th, 2021. Two cases I have set for today is a second amended motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision, cause 628236, State of Texas versus Luis Eloy Cedillo, as represented by Ms. Marissa Ion, and a plea in cause 652859, State of Texas versus Norma Cisneros, and represented by Eric Reynolds. And apparently, Ms. Ion, you have some problem going on with Mr. Cedillo's MTR hearing. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. I was speaking with Mr. Cedillo, and he requested if you could get some time to hire an attorney. He would like this. I believe this is an older case, but due to the circumstances, he's asking the court if he can have some time to hire an attorney so that I would withdraw from the case.
Okay, Mr. Cedillo, can you give me some insight into what's going on? I guess my key question is this just a delay tactic, or are you not happy with Ms. Ion's representation? She's a very competent criminal defense attorney. He's practiced before us for many years.
Yes, I understand. I just felt that I needed more time to get somebody else hired to deal with my case, because in the first place, I don't feel like I was supposed to be on probation anyways.
Okay.
Just because of the way it happened, I was just throwing a court-appointed attorney to begin with, and he didn't give me a fair case. He just told me to sign whatever that I had to, and I just felt that I wasn't gave a good case to begin with in the first place, and that's why I just went along the way that things did, but I felt that it was wrong. So I would like to just hire somebody.
You have somebody in mind that you would like to hire at this time?
Not at the moment, sir, but I will start looking as of today.
What kind of bond conditions do I have you on? Obviously, you made bond, right? You're not in jail, correct?
Yes. It was about a year ago, I believe, that this happened, and I just went to report for the first time, and it was right before the COVID. And then all that happened, and I just never reported. I never heard from my probation officer or whatever. So I only met her one time.
Okay.
Mr. Cedillo, he's just asking because I believe you were arrested. What your bond condition is? What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that was over there. That was in. Well, they didn't. I mean, like I said, they didn't even give me information because when I got out, like I said, when I bonded out, I didn't even know I had a court date until you called me.
Okay, Mr. Cedillo, let's all slow down. I know you're excited. It's okay. The question I'm asking you is, apparently I had you on a $10,000 bond with full GPS, which I guess is an ankle bracelet, and I have you on weekly report and UA. Are you doing those things?
Sir, like I said, I didn't get to do none of those things. I just met my probation officer that one time, and that was it. After that, I had no contact with nobody. Okay,
okay, let's slow down again. So basically, you're not on bond. You're still a fugitive. Would that be correct, Ms. Ion?
No, he's on bond, Your Honor.
Do you have an ankle bracelet on right now, sir?
But
Your Honor, I understand
no,
why.
sir, I don't.
Your Honor, if I may, Your Honor.
Sure.
He got out on a out-of-county bond. He was arrested in Hidalgo County, so that may be why he's not doing any of the conditions you had.
All right, well, let's do this. Mr. Ion, I assume that's all okay with you, correct?
I'm sorry?
I said Mr. Cedillo's request to hire another attorney is okay with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And at the point that a new attorney is hired, you'll be happy to coordinate with that attorney and give him any information you have to try to help him in his defense of Mr. Cedillo. Would that be accurate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see what we got here. Mr. Cedillo, the law says, well, actually, in your case, you've been gone so long, it doesn't really matter, but we're going to go ahead and give you 10 more days, okay? Is it okay with you if we set this for Thursday, the 29th, which is about a week and a half away, at 2 o'clock? Does that give you enough time to do what you need to do?
I was hoping at least a month. I mean.
No, sir, that's not happening. Law requires me to give you 10 days. you've had, best I can tell, since, 2020. March of 2020 is the last time anybody saw you, I believe.
Judge, I just sent you some reference material in regards to Mr. Cedillo in your email. No, on your computer, sir, that I think you will find quite interesting.
Mr. Maru, have you got some input for us? Do you agree with the court that giving Mr. Cedillo 10 days is what the requirement of law is under these circumstances?
What the Code of Criminal Procedure requires, Judge, and case law.
Okay. Tell you what, let's give Mr. Cedillo plenty of time. Let's give him till Monday, the 26th, which is more than 10 days. That's Monday. And Mr. Cedillo, the sign-in information that you used today,
Yep.
to get on Zoom is going to be exactly the same as on Monday, the 26th at 2 o'clock.
Monday, 26th at 2 o'clock.
And listen, would you let your new attorney know that he or she needs to immediately contact our clerks in our office and let them know that they represent you whenever that happens. That could be tomorrow. That could be 10 days from now. I don't know when you're going to hire somebody. Is that okay with you, sir? Mr. Cedillo, can you hear me?
Yeah. So, sorry.
My Zoom is making
Hello?
noises. Can you hear me, sir?
Oh, I hear, yeah, yes, sir. I hear you.
All right.
Monday, 26th.
Monday, the 26th of April at 2 o'clock. Same sign-in information that you had to sign in today. And I would ensure that you tell your new attorney who your old attorney was, because he may have some questions for her, because she may know something about what's going on that he or she does not know. And then they can coordinate and try to help you the best they can. Is that okay?
Hey, Judge,
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Judge, the 26th is only 7 days. If I could be wrong.
Oh, no. 8, 9, 10, 20.
9th?
Let's go into May. What's first week in May?
The 3rd would be the first Monday.
Okay, let's go May 3rd. That gives you a little more time, Mr. Cedillo. Is that okay with you?
Yes, sir. Third.
All right.
May 3rd. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock on Zoom, same sign-in information on Monday, May the 3rd. Nick, is that okay with you in the state?
Good, Judge.
And Ms. Ion, you were released, and feel free to go ahead and submit your voucher for the time you've got involved in this case. And we wish Mr. Cedillo well, and we'll see you again on Monday, May 3rd at 2 o'clock. Okay with you, Mr. Cedillo?
Sir, sounds good.
You're released.
Thank you, Judge. Good luck to you, Mr. Cedillo.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Here.
Okay. And Pat, I want to know specifics. Theoretically, by law, he's not entitled to an out-of-county bond. I don't know how that works.
Well, he got popped in Hidalgo County.
Well, for a case down there or this case?
No, for this case.
I understand, but I don't know of any provisions under the Code of Criminal Procedure. I'll run it by Brooke that allow another judge to reset my bond or do something other than my bond. That's very unusual. It's okay. Are we ready to proceed on Ms. Norma Cisneros, clause 652-859?
Yes, Judge.
Ready, Judge.
Okay. This is clause 652-859 to the Texas versus Norma Cisneros. Ms. Cisneros, the first document I need you to identify for me is entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video Conference, which is allegedly signed both by you and your attorney, Mr. Reynolds. Is this your signature on this document, Ms. Cisneros? I can't hear you.
Sir.
Yes?
Sir.
And Mr. Reynolds, is this your signature as attorney for Ms. Cisneros?
It is, Judge.
Ms. Cisneros, the next document I'm looking at is entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions, which purports to have your signature on the back, effectively waiving certain constitutional rights you must waive in order to enter a plea before this court. In fact, is this your signature on this document, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. By signing this document, are you telling me that you've had enough time to either read this document or have it read to you in its entirety If you had any questions about what was on this document, those questions were answered to your satisfaction by your attorney, Mr. Reynolds, so that in signing this document, you're telling me that you agree with and understand everything on this document. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Reynolds, as attorney for Ms. Cisneros, have you had enough time to go over this case with her? And in your opinion, is she mentally competent?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Cisneros, are you a United States citizen, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Mr. Reynolds, has the state fully complied with discovery for you on this case?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Cisneros, in clause 652-859 to the charge of assault, bodily injury. How do you plead, ma'am?
No contest.
Agreement for Ms. Cisneros.
Yes, Judge. It's going to be 1/16, a $400 fine, court cost, 48 hours of community service, an APSE course, and a no contact order with Ashley Soriano and Carlos Soriano, and restitution, if any, to Ashley Soriano and Carlos Soriano.
And Mr. Reynolds, is that your understanding of the plea bargain?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Mrs. Cisneros, in clause 652-859, the court accepts your plea of no contest, defense of assault, bodily injury. I find you guilty. I assess 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, probated for 16 months, a $400 fine plus court costs, 48 hours community service, the APSE stress management course, or do you have no contact whatsoever with either Ashley Soriano or Carlos Soriano and pay restitution, if any, to both of them? At some future point, if the alleged victims in this case are wanting money and whatnot, Mr. Reynolds, and you and your client don't agree with that amount, we can have a restitution hearing at that time.
Sounds good.
All right, any questions, Mrs. Snero?
No, sir.
Ms. Gross or Pat, whoever's going to brief her on what she needs to do for probation from this point forward?
Yes, the probation department will be reaching out to you via email, most likely, within the next 48 hours, and they will.
She doesn't have an email address. She just has phone numbers.
Okay, then she will be contacted most likely by phone. If you do not hear from them by like Thursday at noon, then you need to call the main number. You have a pencil?
I'll write it down for her.
210-335-7200 and ask for the intake department. Let them know that you were placed on probation today and see when your orientation date is going to be. It will most likely be done via Zoom. Okay, and you're going to need to obtain an email at some point because that's how we reach out to you, that and through text messaging. Okay. You have any questions?
No, ma'am.
No?